Ah, here I am. I'm in my, look at this. I'm really well dressed for class here. Let me put this on properly. Okay, look at what's going on here with
It's
this
Saturday
show.
morning, whatever.
Saturday morning. But this is being recorded for posterity.
This is the morning you sleep in.
Well, I didn't sleep in, but it's cold up here, you know. I'm not used to the cold. I'm
Yeah.
still getting used to it. So early in the morning, if you get up early in the morning, I was remembering back to the old days in Canada when I first became a devotee. We used to take cold showers in the winter. You know, we had one bathroom and 20 brahmacharis, and everyone was getting ready for Mangal Arti. And we'd all stand in line and go into the cold shower because there was no hot water for everybody. And we would have, well, not that we would have been able to do it anyway. We were enjoying the austerities also. But I'm getting you. I've been in India for so long that being here now in the mornings, I'm a little slower to get into action. I just try to get warm.
Yeah.
All right, let me start here. I should really restart. I shouldn't record all that nonsense. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parang Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Om Shanti 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 Sahanao Avatu Sahanao Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinao Adhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So this is a good story today. But we'll look at it a bit here. It's a very short one, actually. Let's why don't we start, right? Let me just get this full screen here. How do you do this full screen? How do you do this a full screen? Okay, never mind. Here, options. What is this? No, that's not it. All right. Read aloud. Look, it even has a read aloud option. That's the whole thing. Okay. All right, let's get started. I'll read this. Kilot Pati Vanraha. So Kila. So what's the Kila? Kila is yeah, okay, Kila. What's the proper translation for Kila?
Steak.
A steak, yeah. Let's see, a wedge here. That's what he puts, wedge. It's a wedge. So like it's a piece of wood that they put it. This is, well, the story will explain it. All right, Binod Bani, why don't you read?
Okay. Kasminschit nagare kaschana danikaha asit. Okay. In some town, there was a certain merchant.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. Saha ekam devalayam near, this is a hard word, let's see. Nirmapaitum Ishtavan. Okay. He, Ishtavan, desired, is Nirmapaitum, he desired to build. Would that be right?
Yeah,
One temple.
that's right. So the Devalayam, the temple, Nirmapayatam, yeah, this is good. This is we've been doing this in the class this week, in the morning class. This is a causative, right? So the root actually here is ma. That's the basic root, ma. It has a prefix near, nihi. So near ma, so near mana. You have mandira nirmanam, so the building of a temple. So the word is nirmanam. But when you want to put it in the causative, you have to put that pa in there, right? So you have the ma payatum, ma payate, nirma payati. So the actual the root nirma, nirmati is the third person singular of the present tense, nirmati. And then the causative is nirmapayati, to cause to be built. So he wanted to make, he's not going to do it himself. He's going to have someone else do it. Keep going then. This is all, you go ahead. Ichhati. So ishtavan is the past, is the perfect participle for ichhati. So ish dhatu. So ish dhatu in the present tense is ichhati. And then in the past passive participle is ishta. So like ishta devata. So the ishta devata, actually ishta is the past participle of two different verb roots. One yaj, the past participle of yaj is also ishta. The ija, for sacrificing. So the ishta devata can mean two things. It can mean either your desired, usually we say it's the deity that you desire, your ishta devata, or it can be the ishta devata, the deity to whom you are offering your worship. Interesting crossing of two different meanings in that word ishta. Anyway, here ishtavan is from ichhati, and it means he desired, as you said. Go on.
Tadartam bahuni vashtuni apekshitani asit asam.
Okay.
So for that purpose, bahuni, many, vashtuni, many goods, or any goods, any
Materials,
products.
maybe materials.
Yeah, they were required. Is
That's
that right?
right.
Apekshitani.
Yeah, apekshitani. So apekshitani is it's a important word. We've been seeing that in the Bhagavad Gita. I don't know if everybody's following the Bhagavad Gita class also, but we have apekshayam, iti apekshayam all the time, in expectation of something. So it has that idea of being something that's expected or needed. So you just said needed, right? Or so that would
Required.
be required, same thing. Yeah, so but it's like the real meaning is from apa iksha, right? So looking, so it means waiting. So if you say, in Bengali, for instance, if you want to say apeksha, the main meaning of apekha is to wait for someone, right? So I'm waiting. So they are waited for. But anyway, Iksh, it comes from Iksh. You see the Iksh root in there? Apa Iksh. So Iksh is to look, right? So it means that you're looking for, if you have many things that you need, it means there are many things that you're looking for if you're going to build this building. Continue.
Okay. Karma karaha tesham sangrahanam arabdavantaha. So karmakara is the workers. The workers began to assemble there. I don't know.
No.
Oh, them. They began to assemble the materials. Is that right?
That's right. That tesham, very good. So tesham here goes with bahuni vastuni. So it's the same in the masculine or in the neuter. Shashti bhakti bahuvachanam. Sangrahanam is collect. They have a sangrahalaya. But we've also this week we've also been doing this in the class in the morning class, the morning class meaning in the so-called beginners grammar course. Sangrahanam. This is a verbal noun, right? So sangrahanam, arabdhavantaha. They began, and this is a plural of the perfect participle. Karmakara. A karmakara. Well, let me look it up because this karmakara, I always think karmakara and karmakara, it's a carpenter. So the karmakara it would be a carpenter. Let me just say. Well, we'll do that if we get time. Oh, it's a blacksmith. Yeah, so a blacksmith. So I don't think the blacksmith would be the doing work. But here, what's a karmakara?
Can you please share the screen?
Oh, I'm sorry again. Right. So karmakara, workman, hired labor. So you see there's the karmakara, and then you had karmakara. So karmakara and the karmakara. So karmakara is just an ordinary workman, a laborer, a servant of any kind. And then karmakara is usually a blacksmith.
But this is karmakaraha.
Yeah, that's right. It's karmakara. So I just wanted to see whether they, because there's also a word for.
Yeah,
Okay,
very close.
sorry, go ahead. Oh, all right, so karmakaraha. Where is this here? Why is this not? Ah, Lord. Did I just close the thing? Okay, sorry. All right, everybody's okay. Let's have Malati, you there?
Yes.
Why don't you read?
Kechana karmakaraha.
Karmakaraha. So we just did
Karmakaraha. Kashta kandan. Anetum aranyam gatavantaha.
So he's taken liberties with the story, the original version. I just read the original version. I was just reading it when but anyway, go ahead. They've taken liberties with the story.
So some workers went to the forest. So kashta kandan are pieces of wood.
That's right.
So they went to the forest to get some pieces of wood.
Yes, so anetum, so that's from ni dhatu, right? So ni in the ni has that the guna becomes ne, and so to form the infinitive there, you got to use the guna. Keep going. I don't think there's any problems there. Anybody has a problem, maybe they just speak up. Keep going.
Te tatra ekam mahavriksham chitva patita vantaha. So this patita vantaha, I think it's a causative of patita. So they made fall, is that?
That's right.
The cause. So they are cutting a big tree. They made it fall.
Yeah, cutting a big tree, they made it fall. Right, so chitwa, so that's chid dhatu. And the dhatu is chid with the da, chid. We just were doing that one. That one also came up this week in the morning class. I call it the morning class. I don't know what I'm calling it the morning class. But in the other class, in the grammar class, we had that chid because it's from the Bhagavad Gita. We had that. Also, we had it in the causative, right? So, nainam chindanti shastrani. Nainam chindanti shastrani. That was a chindanti. Right? So chindanti, they don't. The weapons cannot cut the soul. So this is the gerunds are more regular. But yes, you did that well. Go, keep going.
Rakachena tasya vidaranam arabdavantaha. with a saw, they started to split it.
Yep. Vidaranam, this word comes, you know where that word comes up in the Bhagavatam? Remember the story of Jarasandha? The Jarasandha had been put together, so then, you know, Bhima had to split him in two. That was the Vidaranam. But you also have other kinds of Vidaranam. You know, we talk about the Vidaranam of the heart, right? In love stories. You know, you broke her heart. Okay, go on. So,
How does
Da-
Tasya fit in?
pardon?
How does Tasya fit in that previous sentence?
Oh, Tasya here. Tasya is the Vrikshasya. Right. This is also, I was just doing this because this is exactly what I was doing last night, because I'm kind of rewriting the whole second chapter of the manual. I was very unhappy with the way that it was all topsy-turvy, and the sentences and exercises, I didn't, you know, I thought they were not very relevant. And there's a lot of vocabulary, and I didn't use the vocabulary in the sentences and so on. But this is here, you see here the use of the the verbal noun here. So this is a verbal noun, vidaranam. It's actually you know, so vidaranam, when you use the verbal noun with, here it's got arabdavantaha, but if let's say it was karoti, right? So vidaranam karoti. So so with this, the object of the verbal noun has to go into the genitive. So you say that he tasya vidaranam karoti. You don't say, because this is vidarayati, the actual verb. If you put it in the present tense in the lung, it would be vidarayati. But if you said vidarayati, then you say tam vriksham vidarayati. So krakachena tam vriksham vidarayati, or tam vriksha vidarayatum arabdavanta. So if you use the infinitive, then you would put the tasya would go into the accusative case. But here, when you use this form, when you use this kind of, this is a circumlocution or a periphrasis. It's not the natural. This is like I said it before. I think, you know, this is one of the many features of this particular Sanskrit that is based on you know, the simplification of the language that is, you know, kind of calqued on the modern languages, the way that the modern languages are spoken. So, you know, if, for instance, if I was speaking in Hindi, I would say uska vidarana kiya hai. You know, so uska, I would use this genitive here. So this is the thing here in this particular formation. It's going, it's cutting. They began its cutting, or they began its splitting. Really, would it be? You know, with the you follow?
Yes, I got it. Thank you. Sorry to
think-
interrupt.
No, that's okay. We can, you know, the whole point of this class is to clarify, you know, these things. Keep going there, Malati.
Yada arda bhagasya vidaranam samapya tada tesham pubuksha jata. When they finished splitting the half of the wood, then their desire to eat arose.
Okay, very good. Yeah. Okay, no problem there. So ardha bhagasya, half part, you know, bhaga is a part, so half, they've done half of it. Ardha bhagasya, a half part. Okay, no problems there, I don't think. Keep going.
Ataha te arda vidirnasya kashta khandasya madhye ekam kilakam sanyojya ahar artam nagaram gatavantaha.
Okay.
So this is a little complicated. So so for the purpose, so I'm starting with the end. So for the purpose to eat, they went to this to the village. When in the middle or in between.
Okay, hang on now. So so start with the subject. Okay.
Okay. So
So when you see a sentence, then you see that here there's a gerund. So go from the subject to this verb here, and then start and then go.
So they joined. You sung Yoja.
Yeah,
Joined, or-
Sangyoja, right? Yeah,
Or while
Sangyoja.
joining.
Yeah, so Sangyoja. Okay, let's put joined. Go with joined, and then we'll talk about that after.
So while joining the pieces of wood,
But it's not while, right? Because this is the
Mhm.
gerund is like a sequence of actions. So they do this first before they go to the city to eat, before they go to the town to eat.
Okay, so they joined. So they first joined the half piece of the wood.
No.
The half
What's your direct object here?
kilakam.
Yeah. So the kilakam is the wedge, right? So you've got a piece of, they're splitting a trunk of wood, right? Or splitting a piece of wood. They're going to make a, so they're splitting the piece of wood, so it's half split. And in order to, when you go, you've left your work half done, then they put the wedge in between the two pieces so that it doesn't, that when they come back and continue the work, that they don't have to, pry the two pieces apart.
Actually, I do not really understand what is a wedge. I cannot really.
No, it's just a piece of wood, like a kilakam. You know this word kilakam, where it's used? It's used when talking about the mantra, right? And in a yantra, you have the kilakam. So the kilakam is at the center of the yantra. So it's like at the center of.
I thought kilakam is a dagger.
A what?
I know this word by meaning dagger, if I'm not mistaken, like a knife, special knife.
Dagger.
Yeah, well, not here. I mean, the idea is that it's just a piece of wood that you're putting in between. You've got the split piece of wood, and now this split piece of wood is halfway done. So you know what happens if you leave it alone, then the two pieces will come back together again.
Yeah.
So in order to prevent the two pieces of wood from coming back together, you stick a piece of
in
wood
between.
in there. Okay, so that's really what the Sangyoja, that they added it. So Sangyoja really means to add something, like that.
Yeah, in between the two pieces. Yeah.
So where did they put it? Madhye.
In the middle of these two, in between those two pieces.
Yeah, so
split pieces of wood.
Well, in the Ardha Vidirnasya, so Vidirna, so we have Vidaranam, and so Vidirna is the past participle. It's one of those, because the root, the original root is Dri with a long Ri, right? Dri. So like it's also, like Adri, Adara, they have that also word, but here Vidirna, so it means that Vidirna, Irna, that the Ri, the long Ri, roots with long Ri, like Tri, right? Tri, Tirna, Avatirna. It's a past participle. Okay, so Ardha Vidirnasya, half split piece of wood. In the middle of that half split piece of wood, they put one wedge and then went off to the town to eat.
What is kashta kanda?
Yeah, we had that already up here. Kashta kandan, right? So
Okay.
kashta is wood. In Bengali, you still say cart, but in Hindi they say lakri. So there's a different word in Hindi, but you can use the word kashta in certain circumstances. But kashta means wood, and kanda means piece, a piece of wood. So really, I mean, he's using. We'll look at, if we have time. We'll look at the other, because this is a short one today. All right, continue on there, Samantika.
Tada ekaha vanaraha tatra agataha. Then some monkey came there. Ardha Vidirna,
Vidirnam.
Kashta Khandam, Drish. Huh?
There was Ardha
Kashta
Vidirnam.
Khandam. Okay, Ardha Vidirnam, Kashta Khandam, Drishtavataha, Tasya Kutuhalam, Jatam. Having seen half split wood piece.
The half split wood piece, yeah. Okay. Really,
What
the
is
Kashnakandam, just in the original, what was it in the original? In the original, it was, yeah, Ardha Sfartito, Anjana Vriksha Dharma Stambha. There was Stambha. Anyway, keep going.
Kutuhalam, I don't understand.
Kutuhalam is curiosity
Oh.
or interest.
So it became curious,
That's right.
right?
Yeah, so Drishtavataha, what's identified Drishtavataha for me?
It's present participle.
That's right. Present participle in the sixth case, right? In the
Mhm.
genitive. So it's going with tasya. Keep going.
Sahatat kilakam utpatayitum prayalam
Prayatnam.
akaro.
Prayatnam.
Prayatnam. Very similar to la.
Yeah.
Prayatnam akarot. So it means the monkey how you called in English this kilocum?
Well, we're saying wedge. Let's
Okay.
see. Yeah, go on.
So it so what was it?
Well, utpartayitum. So this is interesting because it's close to pata, like pata, what was it? Patitavanta. We just had this up here, right? So where was it? Karshaka, and there's this Patitavanta here. You see that one there? So it was up in the second. That was with this T, right? This is with the dental, the dantata, and now this is with mordanyata. So this is utpartayitum. But basically, this is
why did it change?
It didn't change. It's just a different verb, but but it's basically the utpartayitum. So utparta, utpartayitum. Let's. Why don't we go here and let it's often. Utpat, so to tear up or pluck or pull out, right? So they're doing it with a causative, to root up, to extirpicate, whatever. So why is that put? So put is, it's not exactly the same. Also move, to split open, burst asunder, or is this to string together? To split, to burst, to remove. There, this is really where we're coming to remove. So he wants to remove.
So the monkey removed that edge.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
So
the ut part is just, so the put part is also already has the sense of removing, but ut means to pull it out. So the ut,
like completely.
He's removing it by pulling it out.
I forgot prayatnam, which maybe
effort to make it. He made an effort.
Okay. So the monkey made an effort in order to pull this urge out.
wedge. Yeah.
Wedge out.
Yeah, so now
sorry.
here you see the same thing. So you look like this is now here if we'd use the verbal noun, so utpatanam, then it would be utpatanam, right? So
Mhm.
so then it
Will
would
be
be like
kila
how do you-
kasya.
yeah, so
Kila kasya.
yeah, so kila kasya utpatanam prayatnam akaro. Well, then it would have to say, I also have to say, you'd also have to say utpatanasya prayatnam. So you'd have two different shashtis, right? Kila kasya utpatanasya prayatnam akarot. Right, that's
Mhm.
probably why it's not, you don't like it, because there's two shashti vibhaktis in a row, meaning different things. But in any way, the kilakasya utpatanam, then he would use the shashti vibhakti for kilaka. Go on.
Parantu na shaktam, but did not succeed.
Yeah, so I don't know why shaktam is not the best thing. It was not possible, right? So na shaktam here is impersonal. It was not possible, right?
Right.
Tena tat kartum na shaktam. Follow? Tena tat kartum na shaktam.
Mhm.
Keep going. You could
Tataha.
also say, you could have put it in the nominative case. You could have put it in the masculine nominative, right? So it goes parantu na shaktaha. But that would probably be more present, not ashakno. He was not able to do it.
Okay. Tataha saha tasya kashta kandasya madhya bhage samyak apavishtavan. Upavishtavan. So then the monkey
Upavishtavan?
Samyak is completely, right?
Yeah,
Samyak,
completely. Yes. Yeah, it's also a little strange here, but I mean, he sat down properly in the middle of the piece of wood there.
So that's why I was puzzled. What's that? Okay.
Yeah, I also find it a little strange there, but he sat down properly, or sat down, he sat down in a stable fashion somewhere, whatever. Let's see what it goes.
Could you say he
Okay.
sat down exactly on that spot? Could Samyak
Yeah, I guess
give a
so.
sense of?
Well,
Yeah.
you'll see the difference. I want to show you the other story, the original, and you'll see the difference. Okay, go ahead.
Tan madhye yojitam kilakam mahata prayatnena utpatitavan cha. So also utpatitavan. So it means pulled forcefully out.
Yes.
With the effort.
Yeah, with a great effort.
Oh, great effort. Yeah, mahata. That wedge which was fitted there in the middle.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes, that's good.
Kilakam to bahih agatam. So that wedge went out.
Came out.
Parantu tanmadhye. This is la, right? Lagnam.
Yeah,
Yes.
lagnam. Yeah.
Lagnam Vanarasya pada dvayam api bhagnam.
So here you get the idea of what they want with the samyak upavishtavan. The intention was that he was sitting in the he sat in between the two pieces of wood, means that he put his feet down inside the two pieces of wood.
Mhm.
That's what that becomes clear here. What was the intention? Okay, so lagnam.
Mhm.
So lagnam means
What's
lagnam means placed. Right?
mhm. I see now. So bhagnam, it is a verbal noun from bhag.
No, it's a past participle actually. Yeah, this is yeah, it's from bhang from like breaking. So bhanga, like the bhagnam means broken.
Mhm. So but parantu, two legs pada dvayam of the monkey being placed in between of that
Yeah,
were broken.
good.
Vedanaya pidataha saha vanaraha tatreva mritaha. Oh my God. All the stories are very realistic. I think Buddhists would like.
All the
All the
stories
time, only suffering, only death occurs
well,
everywhere.
the idea is that if you make a mistake, if you do something wrong or stupid, then you're gonna,
That's
the
right.
results can be quite, final.
So this monkey at that very place died.
Yeah. So now Vedanaya Piditaha.
This I could not understand.
Okay, so Piditaha, we've had Pida before. Piditaha means suffering or painful, Pida. The Pida. So it comes up a lot because we're always talking about the sufferings of the material world. So, and Vedanaya, so Vedanaya also means by the pain, right? So so the suffering from the pain of of what happened to him, the monkey died on the spot.
So Vedana is pain or what?
Yes, Vedana. Yeah, Vedana is pain. It's actually, it's
Okay.
got something to do with, it has to do with something with feeling or experiencing something.
Mhm.
So let's see, look at this, it's perception, knowledge, look at all these original meanings here. But here, Vedana. So this is feminine here, so you have to look at the proper. So Vedana, pain, torture, agony.
Mhm.
Here you see Vedana, neuter, feeling or sensation. So it's the feeling or sensation or the great, pain or so it's from a causative, from vid, right? The original dhatu is vid, and then Vedanam. So vid means to know. It's about, vid means knowing. So Vedanam, that would be making know. So that would be, so feeling or sensation, that's the derivative. Also, this is in the manual, because it's difficult to restrict the vocabulary, to limit the vocabulary. But the idea is that this is the one way that the vocabulary expands, because you get these verbal nouns and then they take on a special meaning. So like here in this particular case, causing to know, it ends up taking on the meaning of pain, agony, or torture. I think when you're, like, if it's like when you're, we're letting you know, brother, If you don't tell us that Tuesday, we're gonna chop your legs
If you
off.
would like to know anything about samsara, so this is that.
That maybe, yes, that's
And look
exactly
at
it.
exactly with Buddhist, one of the 5 skandhas, this
That's
Vedana.
right. There you go. Oh, so you know this from your Buddhism experience. You have this.
Mhm.
You remember this word from there? The 5 skandhas.
Actually, in our branch, we were not particularly into this theory of skandhas, but I have heard.
Okay. All right. Okay, then. So let's. So Vinod Vani, why don't you do the verse at the end? Are you with us still? Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't have my sound on.
Okay.
Akartavyeshu vyapadam yo naraha kartumichati. So what does the first word mean?
Okay.
Akartavyeshu.
Yeah. Akartavya. So kartavya. Kartavya is duty. So
Oh,
So it means in the things. Akarta 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he's actually changed the word. We'll look at it. We'll have a bit of time afterwards. We'll look at it. So akarta vyeshu. So in the things that are not supposed to be done, right? So in what you have your kartavya means your duty, the thing that you have to do, and that thing akartavya would mean the things that you shouldn't be doing, right?
yeah. All right, I'll try. So, and the word vyapadam means like business, someone else's
Right,
business.
right. So it's right. So if you stick your nose in affairs that you're not supposed to be
Yeah.
doing, right? So it's like
Exactly.
so yonara kartumit. Go
So
ahead.
a man who desires to do basically someone else's business. Is that
Okay.
right?
Yeah, I guess that's right. Or
I mean, I don't know, what's a better way to say it then?
yeah, that's pretty good. Go on.
Okay, and what's avasyam?
Avashyam. Now, avashyam means that inevitably,
Oh.
necessarily, So inevitably, I think here inevitably works well here.
Okay. Avasham pidatam yati kilot pativa vanaraha. I guess he's saying, like the monkey, having pulled out the stake, goes to danger, inevitably finds himself in danger.
Gets in trouble, yeah, vipadam, yeah. So here yati vipadam. So you have this use of the word to go frequently in Sanskrit, where you go to trouble. So like you're getting trouble, right? That's why the 3 meanings there of getting, knowing, and going are intertwined. So going to disaster. It means gets into big trouble, something like that. So if you stick your nose in where you shouldn't go, then you're going to get big trouble, just like the monkey who was pulling out the wedge.
Okay, meets its inevitable.
That's right.
Demise.
Yeah. So
Right.
avashyam here is actually an adverb.
And here
Sorry?
kilot, but I try to understand kilot, but
So this is-
Eva, so we have here Eva.
Yes, that's right. So it's 3 words: kila utpati. So that's kilotpatin.
Utpati.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then eva. So like the kilotpati. So so that's the pulling out of the wedge. So the one who. So this is utpati. It's a shashti tat purusha. Utpati. So the Vanar is the utpati. He's the one who is lifting out. Utpata. Just let me just check because utpata we have just from utpata. So you have these 2 words utpata. Yeah. So utpata here. This is a utpata with the other T right here. So
Yes, another T.
then you have this is any public calamity, an earthquake or a meteor. So he's putting this an unusual or startling event, but this is utpata. And let's see, because we talk in the modern languages, we talk about troublemaker, yeah, pulling up by the roots, destroying. Well, the two things can be, I think that probably when you have two words that are very similar, and they tend to, blend together and their meanings tend to get confused a bit. But, if you say an utpata using the other T, the other T, then you get, trouble, so utpatam, to cause trouble. That's it can mean it can mean, like you said, a calamity, but to cause calamity, utpatam karoti. Okay, we have a few minutes here. Why don't we just go check? This was an easy story for the most part. But I'd like here. Let's just look at the one on. Let's go and check out the. Whoops! Did I already knock it
I
out?
have to leave. I'm sorry.
All right, that's okay. We know that.
Babaji's class starts an hour earlier. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, today only.
Okay. Well, here let's just. This is. Why don't you just wait 5 minutes? This is only a very short story. Okay, it's on 1 minute, about 1.5 minutes.
Okay, I'll listen.
So here. Where's the sound here?
मित्रभेदतन्त्रे विद्यमानां कीलोत्पाटिवानरकथां कथयामि। कथायाः परिचयश्लोकः एवमस्ति। अव्यापारेषु व्यापारं यो नरः कर्तुमिच्छति स एव निधनं याति। कीलोत्पाटीव वानरः कस्मिंश्चित् नगरस्य समीपे कश्चित् वणिक्पुत्रः देवालयं निर्मितुम् आरब्धवान्। तत्र मध्याह्नसमये कर्मकराः भोजनार्थं नगरम् अगच्छन्। तदा वानरयूथमेकं.
He's going a bit fast. I'll just go back there. Here.
कस्मिंश्चित् नगरस्य समीपे कश्चित् वणिक्पुत्रः देवालयं निर्मितुम् आरब्धवान्।
Near Mitum, near Mitum, I think it should be near Matum. Anyway, so Tatra Madhyana Samaye Karmakaraha Bhojanartham Nagaram Agachan. Right, so we had that pretty much in the same there, but he said.
मध्याह्नसमये कर्मकराः भोजनार्थं नगरम् अगच्छन्। तदा वानरयूथमेकम् इतश्चेतः परिभ्रमन् देवालयनिर्माणस्थलम् आगच्छत्। तत्र एकः शिल्पी.
Sorry, I just wanted to stop it here. So tada vanara yutam ekam. So here it's got a yutam there was a group of monkeys, and itaha cha itaha. So itas tataha, itas chetaha, paribhramat. So this is a present participle in neuter because it's a yutam ekam. So it was wandering, and it came to Devala Nirmana Stalam agachat, singular because it's one group of monkeys, a tribe of monkeys. Agachat came to the place where the temple was being built, or to the temple building site. Okay, so tatra ekaha shilpi. So there, one shilpi. So shilpi is one of the workers, one of the artisans. Ardha sfatita. So sfatita split. So it's another word. Our version there had vidaranam, but here we put it sfatita. So sfatita is also split. Stambhe. So instead of saying the stamba, so we were using kashta kanda was the piece. That was the word that we were using in the other story. Here stamba. Stamba means this what they're doing, building the temple, right? So they need pillars, and a stamba is a pillar. Like Hiranyakashipu hit the stamba, and Nrsingadev came out. So you can have wooden ones, or you can have stone ones, or you can have metal ones, but they're all stambas, right? So ardha sfatita stambe, and so that's why they were splitting the wood in order to make pillars. And then kilakam ekam stapayatva. So in previous stories we saw this stapayatva. So in this time what we had a different word was being used. You put sangyojya, But here, in the previous chapters, we saw stapayitva. Remember with the snake and the milk, and that he was putting milk into the bowl. So there he was using the word stapayitva. So that's a causative from stapayitva, and gatavan asit.
एतस्मिन् अन्तरे ते वानराः यथेच्छया क्रीडितुमारब्धाः तेषामेकः मृत्युसन्निहितः वानरः चापल्यात् स्तम्भस्य मध्ये उपविश्य पाणिभ्यां कीलकम् उद्घाटितवान्.
Okay, so etasmin antare. So there is this expression during this time or in this time. Te vanaraha, the monkeys, yatechaya, freely. Yes, it's yatechaya, according to their desire. Kriditum aravdhaha, they began to play. Tesham, of them, one, and here he's using this adjective here, mrityu sanninihitaha, the bahuvrihi samasa, that one whose death was near. Sannihita, this is the word, remember in the Bhajagovindam, 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 Murhamate, Prapte Sanninihite Marane, Nahi Nahi Rakshati Duhkrin Karane. So there, Sannihita Marane, this is, Sanninihita means very close or imminent. So one whose death was imminent. So one monkey whose death was imminent, Chapalyat, so Chapalyat, you've made of Chapala, sometimes Chanchala, Chapala. So it means here he's put fickleness. Yeah, fickleness is a bit, but he's kind of, messing around, playing around, right? Stambasya madhye upavishya. He sat down on the middle of the stambha, and with his two hands, right, pani bhyam, kilakam utpatidavan, pulled out the wedge by his hands, with his hands.
स्तम्भस्य मध्ये स्थितौ तस्य वृषणौ चूर्णितौ अभवताम् अपि च सः मृतः. Okay, so this is a very story. So stambhasya madhye stitau tasya vrishanau. So his testicles. So this is the thing. I thought that was kind of funny that in the original story, in the original book, there it has the vrishano. It has the testicles fell. They were churnito. They were crushed. Abhavatam, so that's your lung lakara in the dual. Abhavatam, they became crushed. Apicha, and furthermore, saha mritaha, the monkey died. Dhanyavadaha. Okay, very short one version. I think I have but even that one has been shortened down from the original here. This is the original. So the verse, avyapareshu vyaparam, yo narah kartumicchati. Sa eva nidhanam yati. So nidhanam here. Nidhanam means death, right? He comes to his end. So we had in our story, in our version, we had it was changed to avashyang vipadang yati, and we had here sa eva nidhanam yati. I like that bit a little bit better. Yo, here there was a yo, but no saha. Okay, now might as well. We have still a couple of minutes. Why not read the other one? Let's go through it again. Kasminschit nagara abhyase. So here, even this one, the story that was read in here was even this one was simplified a little bit. Namaste. Mama nama vivekaha. Aham adya panchatantrasya mitrabheda tantre vidyamanam kilotpati vanara katham kathayami. कथायाः परिचयश्लोकः एवमस्ति अव्यापारेषु व्यापारं यो नरः कर्तुमिच्छति स एव निधनं याति कीलोत्पाटीव वानरः कस्मिंश्चित् नगरस्य समीपे कश्चित् वणिक्पुत्रः देवालयं निर्मितुम् आरब्धवान् तत्र मध्याह्नसमये कर्मकराः भोजनार्थं नगरम् अगच्छन् तदा वानरयूथमेकम् इतश्चेतः परिभ्रमन् देवालयनिर्माणस्थलम् आगच्छत् तत्र एकः शिल्पी अर्धस्फाटितस्तम्भे कीलकमेकं स्थापयित्वा गतवान् आसीत्। एतस्मिन् अन्तरे ते वानराः यथेच्छया क्रीडितुमारब्धाः। तेषामेकः मृत्युसन्निहितः वानरः चापल्यात् स्तम्भस्य मध्ये उपविश्य पाणिभ्यां कीलकम् उद्घाटितवान्। स्तम्भस्य मध्ये स्थितौ तस्य वृषणौ चूर्णितौ अभवताम्, अपि च सः मृतः। धन्यवादः।
Okay, let's just see what it has here. So this is only one paragraph here. So kasminchit nagarabhyase. So abhyase here, this is also like he had sannihita, so nearby, so near to a town. Kasminchit nagarabhyasi kenapi vanik putrena. So here he's saying that Dhanika was not we didn't have Dhanika, there was the other one was Dhanika, but Vanik Putra, the son of a businessman, right? A Vanik is a businessman or a merchant. So by some son of a merchant, Taru Khanda Madhye, Devatayatanam Kartum Arabdham. So in the middle of a piece of a tree, I don't quite understand what this is. I think it means Taru Khanda here means in the forest or a part of the forest. So this word Khanda is being used a little bit in a different way. Like you have Jar Khanda, you've heard of that. So where Mahaprabhu walks. So the Khanda here refers to a forest. So in the middle of a forest, Devatayatanam Kartum. So here Devatayatanam, instead of this Devalayam, you put Devatayatanam, different expression for the same thing. Tatra cha ye karma karaha stapanadayaha. So stapana. So the stapana means they're putting it up. They're stopping it. They're making it stand. So the certain karmakaras, certain of the workers are the carpenters who are actually building the frame of the building with wood, right? Because it's in the middle of a forest. So te madhyana velayam. So here you have vela. So vela means the time of day. So you have, bor bela. In Bengali, you say bor bela or madhyana bela. So bela is in Bengali, you would say ba. Yeah? So at the time of lunch, in the middle of the day, aharartham, for eating, nagara madhye gachanti, they go for eating into the town. So, if someone said something? Was that just me echoing? So Ata Kadachi.
We know the Vani said she has to leave.
Okay. Well, yes, I know time is up. It's 8 o'clock. Time is up. I'm just going to read through it anyway because we started a couple of minutes late. Why not? And then people can follow it later on. So Ata Kadachit Tatranu Shangikam Vanara Yutam Itaschetascha Paribhramat Agatam. So Anushangikam here, so this Anushangikam, I don't quite get what the idea is, but it's like, I think it just means that it was, by fate or, they just showed up there. Let's just give it Anushangikam. Anyway, I'll just, you can look it up later. See, Tatraikasya kasya chit shilpino ardhasfatito anjana vriksha darumaya stambaha. Okay, it's too much. I'm going to stop there. Anyway, I'll leave it on. Anybody who wants to follow it can, if it wants to follow up on that, can do so. I think that was good. Anyway, I enjoyed reading hearing the story being recited by that young lad from. But we'll just stop there. Okay. Jai Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.
Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet, purnam madah purnam idam, purnat purnam udachyate, purnasya purnamadaya, purnam eva vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Jai Jai Sri Radhe, Jai Jai Sri Radhe, Jai Jai Sri Radhe, Sham Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.